Happy days! Welcome. It's time for a new week. We have a fresh FACEIT League week is upon us. We are headed into week 8. Week 8 is going to be a little interesting. Expert division still wrapping up regular season, so they will be finishing up final matches. You have most teams are sitting at 14. Some are at 15 matches of the 16 total to be played. So we'll get those last 1 and 2 matches done here for Expert for regular season before they start playoffs next week. Master Division is starting playoffs this week. They wrapped up their season yesterday. All that will kick off this week. We will get into Master Division postseason soonish. That schedule has not been posted yet, which my schedule has not been posted yet. So there's 2 reasons for this. First off, let's take a look at our standings here. We're going to have French Riviera taking on Dragons Esport here today, kind of fighting for this precious top 8. Top 8 will make playoffs. One of the reasons I'm not going to make my schedule yet, I don't want to commit on Wednesday's matches yet, is because the majority of teams here still have another game to play. But notice you have 4 teams locked at 9 and 5 right now that are currently sitting 5 through 8, holding those 4 playoff spots. Goat Tricks is knocking on that door. I didn't want to commit though, because if there's ones that have real weight behind them that we've got a playoff spot is on the line kind of thing, then we want to get that on stream. So I want to leave that option open for Expert Division. With that said, we're kind of playing it by ear this week, and I'm sorry I don't have like an official schedule here ready for you. All right, let's talk about our 2 teams. French Riviera taking on Dragons Esport. French Riviera, previously known as MC Aquila, currently in 8th, but you can see in a 4-way tie, essentially, for that 5th to 8th slot, as I was talking about. You've got 3 teams with 8 wins kind of knocking on the door here, Dragons being one of those. One thing to notice is Dragons have already played their 15th match, so this is Dragons' final match of Season 6. They're hoping not only can they get this win, which would be clearly be a little bit of an upset. They're hoping somebody like Goat Tricks or Moths, doesn't also win out the rest of their season, meaning that 9 wins still ends up on the outskirts. That 9 and 7 is not enough at the end of the day. That is Dragons' worst nightmare. That is what they're fearing. That is what they do not want to happen. Dragons need to win this match, get their 9th win on the board, and hopes that things shake up today and tomorrow. That 9 wins is enough to make playoffs. French Riviera coming in 9 and 5. They're coming on the back of a 2-game win streak, if I remember correctly, and really have stayed very consistent this season. Yeah, they did drop, the week of the 8th. That week didn't go so well for them. That was 2 of their 5 losses. There's, you're losing to teams that are up in that top 4. Those aren't losses you really hold against them. That also includes Super Shy and Yes. They lost to Mirage early in the season. That's the one loss that could potentially come back to haunt them. But again, they are coming back off a 2-game win streak and otherwise have been extremely consistent with beating all the teams around them. They beat Moths, who's a little bit below them, but they beat OG Realm, they beat Quick Academy, but they have not played Sithica, which would be your other 9 and 5 team. I mean, I'd say given that, probably deserve to be in 5th, 6th as of right now. Ooh, we are top of the hour. I don't want to miss our bands here. But just need to stay consistent in here and finish out this final week of the season consistent. And there'll be a good spot to go into playoffs. French Riviera did get Matt pick, and we'll pick Oasis starting off on the attack. So I think if you're a French Riviera, you're hoping you can end up in 5th, 6th. Now, strength of schedule is the first tiebreaker qualifier. So that comes before head-to-head. So strength of schedule in Expert and below. Obviously, it doesn't apply to Master Division. But in Expert and below, strength of schedule will come first. My point being, just because French Riviera have taken the head-to-head wins over OG Realm and Quick Academy does not necessarily mean that French Riviera would automatically place higher than both of them in a tiebreaker scenario. So just something to keep in mind as we go into this postseason. Strength of schedule comes first. French Riviera really do need this dub to stay on top. Really do need this dub. Now, Dragons Esports have been a little more spotty this season. They're coming in 8 and 7. They're looking to try to fight to see if they can get up into that top 8. As I was talking about, they need this 9th win, and they need it to be enough. Even if they win here, their fate is not entirely in their hands. A lot of their losses are the teams that are above them. Quack, Rats, Hari we're seeing here. But also, we're seeing lost to Gallica, lost to Mirage as well. lost to Moss and Peps Academy, who are teams kind of around them here, right? So Dragons Esports lost to Moss, lost to Peps Academy, directly above and beneath them and below them in the standings. Whereas French Riviera are beating the teams directly around them in the standings. So definitely feels like a underdog match here for Dragons Esport. They're going to be, having to punch above their weight class a little bit here if they want to take this important match home. All right, let's see. We didn't get that invite, which means, of course, we got our second ban in. It was an Orisa ban there from Dragons. Excuse me, from French Riviera. FR banning out the Orisa. Oh, hey, I forgot to change the info on the screen, didn't I? I never do that. I never forget to change the info on this screen. That would be on the Bullskunk Bingo. Forgot to change the info on the live screen, on the in-game screen. All right. Potato Time and French Riviera coming out with the hog. We are going to see Actimel, a.k.a. Fake Poco, immediately take it down, trying to pull out the Zarya. Gus got caught bubbleless, maybe between the cycles of the bubbles. Oh, yeah, it's just... Oh, we got on a bad server. I was like, what happened there? So, Actimel, blaming lag, which I can see. Like, you get hooked, you're used to getting that bubble out there. The Zarya not getting the bubble up in time, as we just see here. Actually took the damage on that, I believe. Yeah, you can tell there's a little bit of latency. There's a little bit of latency happening in this match. But you know what? Everybody seems to be dealing with it, so... even playing field. We did get that pick from Fake Poco and a flip from Dragons. Freak Show, I appreciate you being here. Potato Time to go. Pulling out the hog here early. Woo. Alongside Nox, who both have very, very high ult charge early off in this round 1 of University. Poco will not survive that beautiful shot. Noxy will build the Deadeye on the back of that great accuracy. Oliver finds too. We get yet another flip. I'm sure Noxy happy to see hits get a little bit more viable again. Mr. Pixie took a part of the damage and try to regroup with the team. Potato Time trying to just devalue this Kitsune with the whole hog. Blade up from Tio Gelani. They actually do get that beat. Beautifully done from Nelio to make sure that reaches all the way to the back line where Tio Gelani's going to pick up a pair with this katana. Nice little tri-shot dash through. Ooh, Little Plume in a bit of a bad spot. This could be a nasty stagger too. Little Plume able to sneak out alive. Graviton Surge used in response to the Deadeye. Sound barrier thrown in from Oliver to help protect them through the back into the grab. Big Pogo's gonna find Noxu. But Tio Gelani peeks the grab, the Deadeye right at the very end. We did get a Deadeye somewhere through there. I'm guessing it got canceled. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that one clearly got canceled. Not before you lose Synod. So you just have Lucio heals, which prompts a disengage, but you still win the fight here if you're Dragons. Oop. Grab does not let Mr. Pixie get away from that one. Oh, yeah, you thought Mr. Pixie was going to get out alive. No such luck. 4v5 Kitsune Rush tossed in here from Dragons. Ooh, all guns pointed at that hog for a moment. I heard the shadow step in. It was Mr. Pixie rejoining the fight. I thought it might be Rav trying to do something hyper aggressive. Not sure the sound barrier from Ilios did a whole lot there. I'm not even sure it landed, to be perfectly honest. It did so little. Did he get hooked out of that or something? Am I crazy? Did that not land? Or did it just not do anything? That beat certainly landed. Once again, we're going to get the Deadeye. Oh, with the blade after the grab. Oliver with a huge kill. What a save. That blade would have just ripped through everybody stuck in that Graviton Surge. Oliver's able to find the final blow with the right click. The whole hog here to help solidify this point. French Riviera are looking to bring this one back. Oh, the hook lands. Little Plume gets the shot. Kitsune makes it back onto the point with the Kitsune rush. But Rav is here with the Death Blossom. Little Plume had the answering rush as well, so just a matter of cleanup there from FR. Then we'll take our opening round. But hey, they have to fight back from like a 30-99. I guess it wasn't quite a 60-99. And it is a 199 rounds, as close as you could possibly get there. So, you know.
Ready for battle.
All in all, good round. Good round. You know, we the people, you know, we certainly benefit. Oh, hey, I don't have outlines on. Oh, that looks really cool. I'm just gonna play it out. I do have to play it a little differently if we're gonna do it without outlines. Now realizing that. 'Cause it's more about like what the power of the players is. Oh, nope. 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 Yeah, Potato Time is definitely having some issues here. Calling for a potato pause. Oh! It's a good thing I clarified. Otherwise, Maddie might have thought that I meant FR. I meant the critically acclaimed DLC story to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, titled Future Redeemed. I did, in fact, not mean Future Redeemed. We did never get that pause. Potato Time there, but there's no mods here. Like, you have to call for a pause either. You call it in the match room, in the match chat. Or somebody hits it in there. Kitsune rush now to try to retake this point. Oh, usually not quite able to land the shot, so they're just gonna get booped off. The Deadeye Oliver gets that one. A little revenge here from French Riviera. It's just like a good thing that I specify the manual hacks, because then you wouldn't know that they were manual, right? You might confuse them for other kinds of hacks. I know. Part of me really does kind of like having outlines off. Like, you know Fake Poker doesn't quite know what's around that corner, right? Oh, the grab in on it too, just like that. Just drops in, hoping they're there. Ends up being two players available, including Rav stuck down low. Was playing close on that corner. Mr. Pixu will kill into Oliver here. We'll clean up the end of the fight. I'm having fun. I'm so glad, Mr. Pixu. Oh, huge hook. Nilio, I mean, I don't know how you get out of that one piece. The Suzu was there, but it was late. And Nilio turns around and gets a kill onto Oliver. Now we'll send FR packing. Oh, the Death Blossom. Nope. No match there for the whole hog. Scrap gun trumps double shotguns, apparently. That's going to be both of our sound barriers coming in. 4v5 fight here. Dragon's trying to hold on, but Rav gets a pair. Ooh, 3-piece for Rav in that fight. Good rotation from Noxu while the dead is going on. Finds Ilios. I thought Noxu had rotated more towards that hallway. Just takes that shot from up here. Dragon's esports, their plans just fall flat. Amidst the dead trying to create that space. Now it's Noxu with the dead eye. Mr. Pixu with the opener. Grab in. He's going to find a pair. Potato time down. With no hog left, no one really hold the point. We do get a Dragon's Wit here on Gardens. We're heading to City Center. You like the Outlines Off? I think Outlines Off is kind of badass. Vampage. I've toyed with it before because I turn it off to do Photoshop stuff. And so this has happened before, but usually once I realize I turn them on, just because, you know, you think the omnipotent kind of value, knowing exactly where everybody is. But having Outlines off, I think, is kind of rad. I will say, it's not something you're going to see anywhere else. It's just got a vibe to it. It really does. Bubble used to get Mr. Pixu out of that hawk. Hey, if you're potato time, you're forcing resources. Although Actimel is certainly juiced. Sitting here at 80 charge. Mr. Pixu, bubble up top. A little bit of a duel against Rav. They both drop down. Ooh, good hook. Potato time catches Mr. Pixu on the drop. That's a tough hook to land. Had a bit of a map swap here. Rav is up on the high ground trying to harass the squishies up top. Oh no, Mr. Pixu, Synod, Tia Gelini, all up there to help protect, and Rav put themselves in a horrible mismatch. Dragons will push on the back of that advantage. Rav got a little impatient in that one, and it cost them first cap. Ooh, good corner check. Let's consider rush out a little plume. Push it back in. Noxie's already grabbed one. Whew. God, that gun's firing fast. Yeah, there is a dead eye up through this. But Wraith Form from Rav. They're back on to this point. Usually try to rotate with them. Got hooked. Good fish in there out of potato time. You get a pair for the hog and a flip from French Riviera. That was fake Poco getting hooked in and then just whole hogged right back out. Returning with a grab. All right, that's hook. There comes Rush. You go run down the hog. Noxie immediately trying to cut off the backline with the dead eye. Might leave fake Poco in a bit of an awkward spot. We'll get some quick bubbles. Grab in. I think it just hit the Roadhog. Sound barrier lands from Oliver. You're able to keep the hog alive for now. Mr. Pixie Death Blossoms in on top of your hit scans, though. It's a trade. The time still standing, still hawking. Rav dancing and spinning. Picks up a pair. This is going to be FR with a fight win. Back and forth we go. Grab sound barriers, Death Blossoms. A heavy investment from both sides. A 6-7 ult fight. 7 ult fight. And FR come out on top. See Gelini swinging the left side. Okay, yeah, I did not like that I was getting him. Now ends up kind of out of position from the rest of the team. Rav thought they might be able to go intercept. So we've got two different fights going on. Potato Time wins out on point. Rav wins out in the back. And that might just be the map right there. FR are going to win their duels. Rav comes out with a pair. It's 85% on the board as the gong of death rings out over Oasis. We have time for a touch. It's going to be a wrecking ball swap there from Actimel. Got hooked. 94% Nilo trying to escort it. No tracer. It is just the ball, but the ball rolls through. Does initiate the OT. Deadeye, the only thing to get back here with, whoo, barely making it back to the point is Nelio there to keep that yellow bar alive and going. Cycling here with fake Pocos. T. Gelini tries to find an opening to throw down this ultimate. Has to wait out for a little passive healing. Continue to rush. Now toss it. Instead of playing from stair side. T. Gelini still off of that flank. And you got some decent map control here for Dragons, but they haven't been able to do anything with it just yet. Here comes the Deadeye from the right swing. Gets Potato Time into the skull, but can't pull the trigger in time. I think that was a good appeal back from Oliver. Sped Potato Time around that corner. I mean, just in the nick of time. Good shot from Nox, who finds the head of Tia Gelini. And despite a flip here from Dragons Esport, they're on their last breath here in Oasis. We get a flip 5 alive on the board here for FR. Clean up onto Nilio. Mr. Pixie will get popped on the point. We can always turn on the icons here if we want to see our last staggerers. Fake Poco goes down. Kitsune rush to close it out. French Riviera take the 1-0 lead. But man, I'll be damned if Dragons didn't keep it damn close. Circuit pick. FR actually staying on the attack. That means Dragons choosing to defend first. You don't see that very often anymore. All right, so it's a Freya ban there from Dragons. Let's go look at some stats. Is Rav your Potato Time, your damage leader? Ooh, it is neither. It is Noxu at 18k. Leading the team. Does not lead the server. Actimel leads the server at 19.8k. Definitely a very close map. Definitely. You can see, I mean, definitely, we have a few more deaths, certainly, from Dragons. French Riviera able to win a few more team fights. Little Plume with only 3 deaths in that entire map feels kind of miraculous. 37 assists as well. It was extraordinarily high. You have more assists than elims from your DPS and your tank there. Let's get into map 2 into our match. See if Dragons can tie this one up. Oh, I didn't put the camera in a non-default spot, did I? Oh, so fake Poco. Actually, Actimel moving into the support role. And Taros is coming in to play tank. Forgive me, I wasn't familiar with Taros. I wasn't sure what their hero pool was. We are going to get the double flex support look with the Zen Bap. When do we get a Zenyatta? We haven't seen a Zenyatta in a hot minute. No changes from roster-wise to French Riviera. They will go into a double flex support, look at their own with the Bappy Yari, a little bit more traditional what we've been seeing lately here. A little bit more the meta poke comp on circuit lately. You do have the Genji, so you're not playing. Oh, wow. That's, I mean, you do still have nasty poke from a Genji, don't get me wrong. Maybe Genji is a sniper. I was about to say you don't have double sniper. You know what? Maybe Rav is trying to prove to me that Genji is, in fact, a sniper. But I love this ability to kind of get in and help harass the back line. The Discord, though, we start to see, I mean, just the application of the Discord from Frick Poco makes Rav think twice about that. They cannot stay in too deep. They gotta use their cooldowns to get out. So no late picks. We got a solid 5v5 fight here for the final corner. We're still rolling with outlines off, I guess. Honestly, with a poke map like this, it might be time to turn them on. Might be time to turn them on. That's time with a great pick. And that's going to be enough for the cap. When you don't have an anchor, you don't have a tank. There's going to be some exit kills coming through as well. You have a lot of support ult online. Double Ant Matrices in play at the moment. Noxu able to find the angle with that. Whoa, but eats an arrow from Pixu. The Ant Matrix will be the end of Teros. Once again, with the Sigma down. I mean, that is Teros not able to stay alive in that front line. And same thing we saw back on point A. Game plan working out well for FR. Dragons, a little more than a nuisance here on the point. 2 of those on the board, as a matter of fact. Points, that is. Captive Sun into a Dragon Blade can just be a nasty combo. Oh, I thought they were about to go the outburst that direction. I thought Oliver was just about to go for it. We also have dueling overclocks coming up online. Teros has truly been it felt like the focus of all of the aggression. You can see the blade used outside, try to find it. Transcendence is late. Rav just with the Aura Blade up here swinging at their demons. So OC combined with that Captive Sun. It's actually not a clean attack. They have dropped 1. But Rav's gonna make their way back. Otherwise, it's been pretty flawless here. We will get a last second touch. Oliver gets the headshot. That's gonna be an gargantuan time bank. Pretty rare you see one go that fast on circuit.
Switching sides.
Pretty rare you see one go that fast. How many deaths do we have? Rav died at the end. Did we get a trade? Yes, I think we got a trade. I'm gonna say we got 3 deaths total. 3 deaths total? 3 deaths total? What are we thinking? 2. It was 2. So close. So close. It's out of time. 12-0 there in the SIG.
Ready for battle.
Putting in 5,500 damage. Just insane. Just insane.
Actuating the barrier.
See, like for all this intro stuff, I might have to see if I can assign that on my stream deck somehow. I want to see if I can make that a. I don't know. We'll see if I can find that. That would be a cool thing to have on a button. So I don't have to go to this menu. Reinhardt Bastion. Let's go with a sim. Alright, we're headed up that high ground. You bet your ass. Wheels down. Rav gets a deflect kill already, though. A disengage kill. Rav picks up both your supports while falling back around that corner. Just disgusting. That's not how that attack is supposed to go. That is not how Dragons drew that up, and it is right back to that drawing board. Throw away that plan. We need a new draft. All right, we're going with the same plan. All right, we're just putting some circles, some modifies, some dots. Where we're going this time? How are we modifying the plan? What are we doing with the X's and O's? Same plan. Same plan. All right, not the same plan. Tia Jolini does not take the teleporter this time. It got destroyed pretty quick. I don't know, maybe even just been a bait. Taros catches Potato Time in a bad spot. Potato Time just playing very ambitiously along statue side. That was just a nice, easy lineup for Taros. They're able to take their time with that one. Potato Time with no recourse, no levitation. Wheels down for the Lego Tia Gelini. We actually get a 5-minute time bank. Particularly on Circuit, Maddie. There's a few map, like, 2.5 minute time bank on Circuit, and I'm impressed. Like, that's, like, extremely fucking good. To get a 4-minute time bank on Circuit Royale is unheard of. Oh, Taros kills Potato Time out of the Gravitic Flux with the Fire Strike. But unfortunately for Dragons, they find themselves down one in this fight. Taros and Tia Gelini are very low on health, and there's no healers to do anything about that. Oh, great photon barrier. We're gonna block the captive sun. Ant Matrix up here. Taros finds Little Plume. Oh, that's a shatter down low on a Potato Time, by the way, is where all this is happening. I'm sorry I did not have the camera down there. Do the outline swap with an auto hotkey script? I'm gonna need help with that. FR have tripled their deaths, going from 2 to 6 since moving on to the defense. Still 3 minutes on the time bank. Where's the okay, so teleporter goes underneath. I gotta watch for that move. OC from Noxu. That teleporter actually is able to try to flip this map, and they're successfully gonna do so. Beat's gonna land and hit 5, but now it's up to Dragons to go reclaim the point. Mr. Pixie puts the teleporter up onto this high ground, but just gets destroyed by Noxu and Little Plume up here. Rav with some good peel in that endeavor as well. Now collapsing in onto the tank. Rav spots a low fake Poco in the back. Beautiful dash throughs. That was disgusting. Same play, the Bastion ult to try to cover the escape out of the stairwell. Gold used to block the charge. Rav is able to find fake Poco though. Oh no. You still have just that one player positioned up on that kind of sniper balcony. It's just kind of the X factor that is able to just lay down fire. Now, this has gotten a little messy. T. Gelini is going to find a pick back there. Oh, broken keyboard. Oh, that was a bit ambitious. I saw that. I saw that. Little Plum clearly not happy about the broken keyboard. It's its own thing? Digitally has the Overwatch 1 ultimate. Yeah, right. Oh, lag. Yeah, definitely lag. Yeah. Watch it, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Useful for small stuff like this since all the requisite button sliders would all be in the same place. Oh, like, yeah, I set up a hotkey for hit the menu, adjust this slider, close the menu, and set all that up in a hotkey and assign that hotkey just to my my stream deck.
This ends now.
So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Anti from Fake Pogo was a last minute swap to try to make this happen, but too many ultimates. You had Shock, OC, Captive Sun. Messy fight, but a lot of punching power for this defense. They're eventually going to work through the cooldowns and the health bars. So here, FR will move up into match point. French Raiders at 2-0 here between the battle of our two French squads. The French face-off, if you would. Kings are a pick here on a Dragons Roadhog band. They're gonna go on the attack here. Reaper band from French Riviera. Let's go check some stats there for map 2 as we're getting loaded in here. That's too funny. Y'all try not to spoil. They're it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Try not to spoil. Try not to spoil. Tia Chilini, yes, yes you are. Yes you are. I know, lo and behold. Let's get into map 3.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers in.
Okay. Oh, we're getting crazy. We're getting crazy. Ah, no, I missed it. There we go. Sorry. I thought we were going to get a pull on Teros for a second. Teros was in deep. Was trying to pin out. Still has not got back to safety. Oh, the pin action. No! All right, up to high ground. Pedal, elevator, back out. Meanwhile, T. Gelini melts through a lot of that armor on, in health of Potato Time's mech. So this is where we did have Actimo in chat saying after map 1 we're going into some flex support insanity. So yeah, sticking with it here. So we do still have Actimo in on the Asada. I mean, gets a big nade into the back line. Two locked out to deal with Preds. It's all right. We got it under control. Nice pulse there from Rav by Elio early in the fight. A worthy trade, and the Deadeye will buy the space back to move on to this point. Fake Poco stuck inside Hotel. Does give the nano onto Taros and landed asleep. We'll see if they can make good on it. They can't! Noxu Potato Time, excuse me, Tio Gelini and Mr. Pix. Get the trades through that, although the aforementioned also true. FR finding trades of their own, but not enough to stop this cap. Kind of ends up just being a little bar fight here. But, you know, it results in a cap for Dragons Esport. It did cost them both nano boost and duplicate. We saw the Tracer dupe there at the very end. Still thinking about the Sakura Team House Mouse? Yeah, I just hear Fantasia. I just think Fantasia. That's what's going on inside of that Team House right now. Self-destruct from Potato Time. Like, okay, anyway. My inclination's like, wait, no, it's not Fake Poco. It's Taros who's gonna throw in a self-destruct. It's Potato Time who has self-destruct. There we go. There's the Potato Time self-destruct. Fake Poco not being on tank has just thrown me all kinds of off here. And once again, this has just been one scrappy King Throw fight. One long-ass scrappy King Throw fight. Admiral in my FACEIT Export games? That'd be something. Getting aggressive, trying to run down the Ana. Yeah, definitely the crux of the attacking composition. There's not a teleport or anything to really get them out of there. So with the Ana down, this should just be cleanup from the defense of FR. They are able to do so cleanly. Another Tracer dupe here out of Mr. Pixu. He's got one pulse. We're gonna drop that in. You betcha. Roll out and quiet hit. Guess Gods of the Day are getting like 3 pulse bombs. See Gelini down. I mean, you got a nano boost that has been invested here, but Nilo gets caught in that dead eye. Oh, how does that happen? The attackers just will not find any kind of purchase. No route through. I mean, you just got to doom from the get-go. No, now a dirty little stagger. That stagger is just going to continue here. Noxu adds more to it. This is going to be below 1 minute before we get back on our feet here if you're Dragons. Try to take another stab at this point. Oh, that was such a dirty, dirty stagger. That ate so much time off the clock. So I was trying to push in. Noxu fights Mr. Pixie with a silver bullet. Oh, Nelio just ripped off of that wall. Another beautiful shot. The accuracy from Noxu is dialed in. Oh, yeah, I mean, just feeling it. You know, some gun flips into the silver bullet shot. Fantastic. Just having fun. Pad swap here from Teros. 20 seconds to go. Kitsune and Deadeye. Throw it in. Noxu gets another one. I mean, showing us a little gun fu here on the Cassidy. Rav will land that beautiful stick we saw inside the bookstore to complete this hold. FR, don't even let that cart even approach, even close to the foundry.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
This would be another one I'd love to have on a hotkey is like change your focal length. Part of this is just my mouse sucks. My sensor's broken or something. I don't know. Stupid pulsar. I'd love to have that on, like where you can just change the focal length though on a button. Like actually where just one pop. It's not all janky. Playing with focal length is fine. I'm just scrolling up, by the way. It's my mouse that's going like forward and back and forward and back. I'm trying to just push it. Oh, an offensive Widowmaker. You see Nox's movement change, which they realize. The teacher Lady no longer in this fight, though. Are you going to stick with it? They are going to stick with it. You also have a Mercy on the battlefield, by the way. W flank. Props given over to Oliver here. Rev just waiting. Nope, doesn't make the blink across. Still thinks. Oh, the recall is a touch late. So you're not able to get up, put pressure on Tio Gelini. Oh, Tio Gelini gets that shot. Oh, that was nasty. And Fake Poco comes up with 2 on the point. Dragons Esport are gonna hold. That's amazing. Ooh, waiting for it. You can hear Rav threatening. Tia Gelini's gonna get out. Like, nope, we're going back to window. Meanwhile, back on the front line. Tata's gonna push in. Ooh, Tia Gelini hiding down low, back behind the archway. Rav trying to sneak in through this top side. Drops in, finds the Mercy, has a pulse bomb. Elio just barely gets into the window. Oh, the stick lands and the wave. No! Nelio has the Valve, comes back in for the res. We'll get it. But Noxu's been able to pick up one with a Deadeye. And FR is starting to get some percentage on this point. Continuing rush tossed in from Little Plume. Teros responds. Sides have been invested, and Teros throws in the downpour. Pushing all the way out the front door, trying to claim some kills. Looking to hunt down. Yeah, Fake Poco was there as well, but Noxu and Rav hold the line. We'll get a cap. See, the sniper battle? No outlines is definitely badass. Like, I love the tension on that. You can hear Rav. We don't know exactly where Rav is either, you know. Here's Rav sneaking in. There's the shot. Gives away Tia Gelini's position. Has the support from the Mercy. The defense is able to find some kills in the front line while the DPS are dueling it out. Gelini eventually picks up that kill on the Rav, and we get a hold here out of Dragons. Ooh, ooh. That was interesting. Tracer Pov of like, yeah, we might get it a mech. Sneaks around, pulls in the pocket. Had a good pulls. Last time is found. Ilios this time even better. Turns around to catch Taros. Duplicate's not going to last long with all that damage point at you. Rav's going to pick up 3 in this fight. Gelini strikes back. Oh my god! Gelini gets 3 headshots in a row. No way! No way! Yeah, trying to hold Taros up, trying to keep them up with that Valk. Just not gonna happen. Noxu's gonna take him down with a pair of shots. We'll move up just to kind of secure the front of this point. The cart will drift in for this 3-0. Man, what a 3-piece there in the end. Gelini stealing our hearts away with that triple kill on the Widowmaker. Oh, canceled the call. GG's. GG's. So Dragons' playoff hopes are officially dashed by French Riviera as they will put their 10th win on the board. Potato time 30-2 there in that final map. But it's Noxu. It's Noxu with 14k damage. It just takes over 31-4. My good. I mean, Noxu's going to have to be your player of the match here today. Led in damage in all 3 maps. 18k, 13k, 14k. I mean, you're averaging, what is it? That's 27... See, 27, that's going to be 35, 45k damage in 3 maps. You're averaging 15k a map. That's insane. That's insane numbers out of Noxu. You kidding me? That's crazy town. Crazy talk. French Riviera looking scary. And remember, they've been able to beat Quick Academy and OG Realm. They will at least have the head-to-heads against those teams. Yeah, strength of schedule will be the first determining factor in a tiebreaker, but they do have those head-to-heads. French Riviera are looking at a good spot to finish, you know, perhaps in one of these 5th, 6th slots, not have to fight. Yes, or Super Shy in the opening round of playoffs. That will start next Monday.